Now I'll discuss about hide rows or columns in select. So here I'm taking that. Do you want to hide the rows or columns? So I just want to hide a column B to D. So B to D. So here what is the sheet we are going to open? So in the data sheet, we are going to hide the columns from column B to D. Okay? And we need to give the session name, right? So what is the session name here? We are using Excel session. So here simply going to provide that Excel session. I run it now. Not closing this. Like disable. The bot is executing. Basically, it will hide the columns B, C, and D. See, after A, directly we are seeing E. B, C, and D has been hide by the bot. Okay, like this we can hide the columns. In the same way, if you want to hide the rows, we can select the rows here, and here you can give the range like this. 1 is to 1 is to 10 means it will be hiding the rows from 1 to 10. Like this will work. So to unhide this, let me use just using this. Similar to hide, we'll be having the command call like unhide rows or columns. So here I'm using that, and here as I hide the columns in the previous session, that means in the previous example, now I'm going to unhide them B to D and defining the session name here so that the rows will be unhide. Sorry, the columns will be unhide automatically by the bot. So if I execute this now, we can see that unhiding operation from the datasheet worksheet. See, these were unhide automatically. Now we can see BC and D. Okay, like this we can hide and unhide the rows or columns. The same way, if we want to hide the worksheet itself, we can hide it. Okay, simply disabling this, and I'll go to hide worksheet, and I want to hide the student details. So now the student details worksheet will itself will be hidden by the bot. Let me show you the file first. Which file we are performing the operations? Is the student details one? Yes, the student details one. So I'm opening the student details one. So this sheet here, right? This sheet will be hidden by the bot. Let's see that whether that can be done or not. Okay, let me enable this and what is going to be executed, and it's going to be hide the student details tab. See, that has been hidden by the bot. We go and open the document now, we'll not able to see the student details sheet itself. Okay. there is no student details sheet here. So to unhide the same sheet, simply we need to use unhide worksheet operation. Here I'm choosing this, and here simply see, if you observe this one, we don't have unhide single worksheet. So this is not asking the sheet name to unhide. This particular command is going to unhide all the hidden worksheets. When we are going to hide the things, it will ask us that which one you want to hide. But when you are going to unhide the things, simply it will unhide all the hidden sheets from the workbook. It will not ask you for the specific worksheet to be unhide. Okay, so simply I'm deleting this. See, similar to we have unhide worksheet as well. If we use this, here you need to provide the sheet name, student details, then we have to provide the session. In this scenario, it will unhide only the given particular sheet. But if you want to unhide all the worksheets, you can go with unhide all worksheets. So I'll show you unhide all. So both will be works in a similar way. If you go with the all will be unhide. If you specific the unhide specific worksheet, only the specified worksheet will be unhide. Let me go and let's see that whether that student details sheet has been unhidden or not. See, it's unhidden. So like this, we can deal with hiding and unhiding the sheets. Next, insert, delete rows or columns. Simple thing. I just want to add any new row or column, or I just want to delete any new row or column. We can use this one. In this, and now I just want to see row operations or column operations. Do you want see if you select the row operation again? It will ask you that do you want to insert the row or do you want to delete the row? The same way, if you select the column operation, it will ask that do you want to insert the column or delete the column. So I'll be going with the column operation. So I'm selecting C, and here I'll be selecting the session. So what will be happened is after column C, one new column will be added. You see that if I execute this one, you can see the change. Okay. The operation is completed. The C plus one new column added. That means after D. So earlier how it was is after payment mode bank name was there, but one new position has been added here because of this command. The same way if you want to delete the same command, you can choose the delete operation here. So here I can say delete and I can say column C. If I execute this one, that new column will be deleted and the sheet will goes into the previous. And if I go here and open this document, you can find that see, again that blank C column has been deleted and the sheet has been restored to the previous state. Then we rename worksheet or remove blank rows. Okay, let me go one by one. See, open is the open command. Protect workbook is simple thing. If you want to protect your workbook with any password, you can choose that. So here I'm opening this, right? This I want to protect my workbook. So that means whenever I click on open, it has to ask the password. See here two things. The first one is protect workbook. See here, observe the statement. A password is required to open the work. So to open itself, we need to enter the password if we enable this one. And here, protect the workbook structure. Prevent users from adding, moving, deleting, hiding, renaming worksheets from the viewing hidden worksheets. So simple thing. If you go with this one, the workbook will be open. You can see the data, but you cannot able to alter that workbook at any cost. But if you go with this one, without password, you cannot able to open the documents itself. But if you go with this one, without password, you can able to open the document. But if you want to make any changes on top of the document, you have to enter the password. That is the difference here. So I'll be showing you this one, the first option. So here I'll choosing insecure string. I'll let me put. So I just gave some dummy password, and here I'm going to select it, the session name here. I run it now. This document is going to be password protected now. It became password protected. Let me try to open this document. Whenever I perform the double click operation here, see immediately it will ask me that enter the password to open the document. So like this, we can protect the work. The same way we will be having the unprotect. Right. See here, unprotect workbook. Simply here, as it is already protected workbook, you want to make it as unprotected. For suppose you received the protected workbook from the business. So to perform your business operations, you want to make that as unprotected. So here again we need to select that at which level this protection happen, at workbook level or at a workbook structure level. If it is at workbook structure level, we need to select this one and we need to provide the password here, whatever we give them. But if it is the workbook level password, we need not to provide any password here. Simply the reason is, see, if I execute this one, it will throw the error, I believe. So let's see. Here this, let me run it. Let's see whether it will unprotect the document or will it throw any error. Okay. And it gets stuck. It is not moving to line number 2. If you see this runner window, ultimately after some time it will throw the error. The reason is, I'll tell you that. Let me go and stop myself. So here, stopping this, anyhow it will throw the error. See, it's thrown the error. Okay. The reason is here I am writing the open command. To open the document itself, we need to provide the password, right? When it is password protected document. But here I didn't provided the password. That's the reason here it throws the error. See, now I'm selecting it here and I'm selecting the insecure string. Now I'll be providing this one here. Save. See, that's the reason whenever I'm unprotecting this one at a workbook level, it is not asking me to enter the password because I already entered the password here, right? If I do this now, whenever I try to open the document manually, it will not ask even though manually or through the doc. itself, it will not ask me any password. It's done. You go and open this particular document here. See, without asking any password, this document has been opened. Now let's see one scenario. Now my document is not password protected and I want to open that document with the password here. Let's see whether that will be opened without any error or will it throw any error, because we are providing the password for the document which is not required the password. Okay, that's the reason. This scenario, what automation anyway will do? Simply it will consider and it will open the document and it will say the error like that you are providing the password for the unprotected document kind of thing. It's opened and it hasn't shown any error. I believe like this it will work. This is about protecting and unprotecting the documents. And if you want to protect the document at worksheet level, I just want to protect it at a particular worksheet level. So for suppose here I am opening this particular sheet, right, data sheet. So here I am providing that delete columns. I selected this and here I will be providing the password. So what it will do is, see, here are different operations like inserting row, deleting row, and inserting the hyperlinks, formatting the cells, formatting the columns. Here I am preventing you to delete the columns. So if you want to delete the column, you need the password. So let me demonstrate to you. So here what it will be done is, see, it will allows you to perform all the operations on top of that particular sheet except deleting the column. So I did this. Let me try to delete this row. Not allowing me to delete row as well. Let me try to delete this particular cell. It is not allowing me to delete this particular cell as well. Because see, here I gave you that prevent to delete the columns. But if I select this row and if I try to perform the delete, it is preventing me. Why it is preventing me is, see, whenever I delete the row, these values will be deleted from this particular column as well, right? So that means this column is losing some data. That's the reason it is not allowing us to delete the things. Apart from this, if you want to add new data, should allow us to add new data, right? Let's see what is it. Protect the worksheet with password. Okay, even though whatever we select, it is protecting the entire sheet. I thought that if I select this one, it will prevent perform only this column, but it will not allow us to do anything. Cannot do anything except seeing the data. That's it. Okay. Then I don't know why automation anywhere gave these comments. Anyhow, if I found the solution, I will be updating to you in the coming sessions. For now, the thing is, it will prevent you to perform the operations to perform on the particular sheet. So the same way, you can say that unprotect the sheet. So we need to go to the excellent ones and let me go to the protect. What book is there? Password protected. What sheet is here? unprotect this one. Let's take this unprotect workbook. Here I'm choosing this, and here I'll giving 256. Let me choose it. This one, let me delete it. We done this. It throws the error because it is saying workbook is not password protected. Okay, then go to unprotected. Do we have any option? Head worksheet and head out. Okay, when we make it as password protected, see here, we don't have anything. Let me search for protect worksheet. We don't have anything to unprotect. If we use this one, we don't have any particular automation anywhere command to unprotect it. Okay, let's see whether any manual options are there. Obviously manual options will be there. We need to check it. See here, unprotect sheet. Simply I will be entering the password here, and I will make the changes. So there is no automation event feature to unprotect the sheets. In this way, if you use this protective worksheet feature. Okay. Anyhow, let me go to the remaining comments. We need to remember this one. So read cell formula. So what is the read cell formula? Is, see, earlier if we use the read cell or get cell, we'll be able to get the particular cell value. But here this read cell formula will help us to check what is the formula there inside that cell. I'll show you that. See, simply here what I'll do is I'll take one. Here I'll take two. Here I'll write a formula like this. This I'm saying this. So now I'll go and read this C14 formula. Okay. Let me go here, and here I'm taking that read set formula. Active cell or specific cell. I want to get the cell formula from C14, right? So that's the reason I'm selecting the specific cell from the Excel session. Here I'm choosing it. Where I'll be saving this one, the sample string. Okay. See, the expected output is string format. So that's the reason I have selected the sample string. And let me print it in the message box. We'll see that what will be. Done it. Okay, I took the message box, but I forgot to enter the value that needs to be printed. This is showing the error. So I have selected this, and let me run this now. It's gave the formula of that particular cell. A14 plus B14. Like this, we can able to get the formula from a particular cell. Let me go back to the Excel once again. So in the same way, read column. So if I just want to read a specific column, I can go with the read column. So I'll show you that like this. Read from specific cell. I want to read it from B1 entire column, or else I can choose the read full column. Yeah, and here we need to select that whether we need to read the cell value or visible text. I am selecting the visible text here, and here we need to define the session name. So here we need to assign it to the list items because the column will be having multiple values, right? All the values should be stored in a single variable. That's the reason we have to assign it to the list item. How can we print the list item? By using list loop. The loop will be having the feature to loop to the list. I have selected that for each item in the list, and I'm choosing that list item list variable, and I'm assigning that to a sample. Now I'm going to run it. It will print the all the values of particular column B. Payment mode, and UPI. Like this, it will be going through the all the values of column B one after another. Okay. Like this. So and the next option is read row. Let me go back to the Excel. When doing the read column, we can go with the read row. We went to the read row. So here also I want to read the complete row of the cell of A5. I want to read. Okay. And here I need to provide the session name. Now we need to assign the output to again list type variable only. List type variable. So again I will be assigning it to the list type. See here what will be happen is you may ask that basically it should be the record me record now when we go with the table like that. So but here the scenario is different. When we go with the table in that scenario we'll be having the both the combinations rows and columns. That's the reason at that time it's asked for the record now, but here we are sure that we are just reading that particular row. That's the reason now it is assigning all the values from that row to a list variable only. Okay? Because we don't have any option to look to the record, right? That's the reason. Okay. Simply I'm running this. See, I said A5, right? A5 means from here. A5 here 4, right? Then it will give the this. Then corporation bank. Then yes. Then wallet refund. Like this, we can go through the row data. So, and the next thing is remove blank rows. This is some interesting concept. Let's see how it will work. So here I'm taking the remove blank rows from the beginning of the sheet to the end of the sheet. So from the here I'm see, you want to check between only from row number 5 to row number 10. At that time you can go with the specific rows, but I want to remove all the blank rows in the sheet. So here I have selected, here I am giving the, so before executing this, let's see the structure of the document. So this is the document, right? So here when I execute this one, these two are the blank rows. You can ask that these are all the blank rows only, but whenever we are working with this Excel operations, it will consider that the usage range. That means, see, let's say here, I believe only these two will be deleted, but let's see when how it will behave here. Run it. Command is executed. Let's go and see what changes happen. See, as I told you earlier, those two rows has been deleted.